Hi everybody and my dear students. Yes, right now our lesson is main course and open your sipping book, and today our page is 104, a new page, getting the message across, a communication, getting a message across. Right now there are some reading parts, reading articles. Right now let's look together. Listen and read newspaper adverts. Which gadget is useful if your pet doesn't have? Well, yes. Listen and read newspaper adverts. They are newspaper adverts. If you are ready, let's listen together.
Smartphone. Would you like to have a mobile phone, an address book, a camera and a map in your pocket? I'm sure you would. But how can you carry all those gadgets around with you? Well, the answer is you don't have to if you buy a smartphone, because this gadget is all of these things and more. It's a pocket-sized device for all of your mobile computing and communication needs. What's more, with smartphones you can download and run other useful applications. For example, smartphones can tell you where the nearest bank is or what the weather forecast is in any city. My sister asked me if I could drive her to the airport one day, but I had run out of petrol. I used my smartphone and found the nearest petrol station in seconds. It's an incredible device, said one of its users. Smartphones work like portable supercomputers. Who knows what else they will offer in the future? Personal translator. Going on holiday abroad? Worried because you don't speak the language and neither does anyone else in your family? The PT is the solution. Just say the word or phrase you want to know and it will give you a spoken translation in the language you want. It's simpler to use than a dictionary and it fits easily into your pocket. If you order yours online now, you can get it for €99. Angela Smith from Leeds says, "It's a fantastic invention and the service is excellent too. I ordered it on Wednesday and they said it would arrive by post the following day, and it did, just in time for our holiday to Spain." What's your dog saying? If you are having problems understanding your dog's needs, you might want to get a dog bark translator. This amazing gadget translates your dog's barks and woofs into words. It can tell you if your dog is sad, happy, angry or bored. Just put the microphone around your dog's neck and hold the receiver. The receiver will turn your dog's barks into phrases like, "I feel sad," or "leave me alone." I started using this wonderful gadget on a Monday, and in 5 days it had changed my understanding of my dog. I told my friends to come and try it with their dogs the following week. We had such fun, said Jerry Thomas from Manchester.
Yes, it's time to explaining new words. Gadget. Do you know gadget? Gadget means, maybe some of them knows, but I can explain it a little bit. Small technical or electronic device means, and you can see device words in the article again, and device and gadget I can say have the same meaning. And everybody, but device I can say in big detail. A device, a thing made or adapted for a particular purpose. Yes, important thing and a different thing is a particular purpose, especially electronic equipment. And maybe forecast, maybe predict or estimate means for future events. And abroad, do you know? But I can explain like in or to foreign country, abroad. And then everybody, right now, which gadget is useful if your pet doesn't behave well? What do you think about? think a little bit. If you want, you can talk about with your parents or with your friends if you want. And for me, maybe smartphone. And for you, I don't know, of course. And then, right now, which exercise? Which exercise? Look, choose S for smartphone, P personal translator, D donk translator. Which gadget? Yes, let's see the questions or the questions. Is a special price if you order it from the internet? Which gadget? Smartphone, personal translator, or donk translator? Which one? And I think the right answer is P, personal translator. Yes, this is true. If you order, why? Because when you are reading your newspaper articles, you can understand and you can find easily. If you order yours online now, you can get it for 99 euro. And that's why you can understand this is personal trainer. Can help you with a lot of your daily activities. What's that for you? Try to find from the articles, newspaper articles. This is smartphone. Why? You can find a mobile phone, an address book, a camera, and a map. You can understand from there. Has got two parts. Has got two parts, right? This is doc translator. To these two parts, microphone and the receiver. Is bought mainly by pet owners. Yes, this is dog translator. Why? Because your dog's needs, and that's why, and you can understand from there. 5. Can you use to find out if it's going to rain in the place? This is smartphone. Why? That's why what the weather forecast is in any city, and right when you are reading the sentence you can understand this is smartphone. And the last exercise. We'll come to your house one day after you order it. Think a little bit. This is personal translator. Why? Because said it would arrive by post the following day, and it did. Open your article newspapers and read. Try to find these sentences. You can understand from these sentences. And now the other one, showing that something is true for someone else with so or neither. So auxiliary verb and subject pronoun. How can we explain with example? I use email a lot. I use email a lot. So does Jenny. So does Jenny. Look carefully. So auxiliary verb, subject pronoun. So after that you use auxiliary verb do, does, is, and whatever, and Jenny subject pronoun. Means I use email a lot, and Jenny too, and Jenny too. Jenny use email too means neither auxiliary verb and subject pronoun. I didn't get any text messages yesterday. This its meaning is negative. I didn't get any text messages yesterday. Neither did I. And me too. I didn't get any text again. Me too means like that. First one for positive and affirmative sentences, but second one for negative sentences. Okay, talk to your partner about these things and use so and neither to show that the same is true for you or someone you know. But it's about your own answers, and try to use your own, it's up to you. You try to use your own sentences. Use so and neither. So for affirmative, I use email a lot, so does Jenny. Me too. Jenny is too. And neither neither I didn't get any text message. Me too, like that. And I pass right now. Oh, reported speech again. 1 month maybe we have learned reported speech in other ways. Reported speech changes in time and place. Look, let's look. When we use reported speech, the following words also change. Yeah, we know. Direct speech, and of course, time. Today, you use, for example, in simple present, you use today and tonight and tomorrow or next week or month and year. But when you are doing reporting, what you know that we change its time and we get past form of the first sentence. For example, if you have simple present, you need to use again when you are reporting simple past. If you have simple past, past perfect, and if you have present continuous, past continuous, like that. And but the important thing is this is time and place you need to change. Today, that day. Tonight, that night. Tomorrow, the next or the following day. Next week, month, year, the next, the following week, month, following week, month, and year. Okay, yesterday, the day before, last week, last month, last year, the week, the month, the year before. Be careful. Last week, the week before. Now, then, at the moment, the same at the moment, here, there, these or these, that or those. For example, I received your email yesterday. You need to change your time. He told me that he had received. Why had received past perfect? Why? Because our first sentence is simple past. Had received my email the day before. I changed the time with yesterday. Yesterday, the day before. Right now, the other exercise. Look everybody right now. I ordered the book 100 of gadgets from your online store a month ago, and you told me it would arrive next week. Well, it didn't. When I rang your customer helpline, a woman said that she was busy at the moment and she would bring me back later today. She called me had 3 days, called me 3 days later and said that the book had been sent yesterday. 2 weeks later, I still haven't got the book and I am so angry. Yes, in this exercise, you need to change your time expressions. How can we do that? Let's look. It will arrive next week. Remember, next week. The next or the following week. At the moment, remember, I said at the moment, at that moment, at that moment. Only a simple one changed at the moment, at that moment. Today, that day. Yesterday, this one. The day before. These are important. You need to learn them. And exercise 5. Read these sentences from an article about the advantages and disadvantages of the internet. One of the main advantages of the internet is that it has information about everything. On the other hand, there are also disadvantages. For example, it's often difficult to find what you want on it. Okay, everybody. It's about writing. Wait a second. Read these sentences and write a advantage or disadvantage next to each one. Right now. The main problem with smartphones is that they are too expensive. What do you think about? Is it advantage or is it disadvantage? Disadvantage. Another drawback of online shopping is that you can't see what you are buying. Is that advantage or disadvantage? I think this is disadvantage. I guess you are thinking like that. The good thing about tablet computers is that you can take them with you wherever you go. I think this is advantage. And you think also. On the one hand, mobile phones are easy to use. Yes, advantage of course. On the other hand, it's an expensive way to communicate. It's an expensive way, not expensive, I think. What do you think about that? But it's not expensive, an easy way for us. And okay, turn the page. Now read the article and complete the gaps with some of phrases below. Yes, right now. What are the advantages and disadvantages of socializing on the internet? Look, the internet is used by people of all ages, right? Many use it for work, but for many others, it's also a kind of hobby. Maybe. There are many popular sites where children can chat safely, of course, so many. Socializing on the internet is fun. And what can we put there? These conjunctions. Please choose one of them. On one hand, I think, on one hand means a new way, a new perspective or new thing. On one hand, in one, how can I explain? In handling one topic, in one subject. On the one hand, socializing on the internet is fun. Okay. These sites is that you can make hundreds of friends from all over the world. You can tell them about yourself and your life, and you can find out things about them and their lives. What do you think about? I can put the good thing about these sites is that you can make hundreds of friends for all over the world. Yes, the good thing. You can tell them about yourself and your life. Yes, find out things about them and their lives. Okay, all of them good things. Most of the friends that you make on the internet are not real friends. You can chat together or email each other, but you will probably never meet. Yes, what can we put there? On the other hand, in the other way, socializing online is that you can easily spend hours on the computer, which isn't good for your health. Yes, another drawback of socializing online is that you can easily spend hours on the computer, which isn't good for your health. I can say a disadvantage for us. The main problem, no, this is extra. And turn the page. Write an article with what are the advantages or disadvantages of your email. Use some of the phrases in below, and that plan below will help you. Yes, one of the main disadvantages of the internet is that it has information about everything. Advantage, of course. On the other hand, the other one, there are also disadvantages. For example, it's often difficult to find what you want on it. Yes, we can say. Okay, everybody. If you want to write a paragraph, you need to write according to paragraph 1, introduction. Who uses email? What is used for? And starting with introduction, for example, you can talk about who uses email or what is used for. Paragraph 2. Disadvantages of email. What do people like about email? What is more convenient than writing a letter? Paragraph 3. Disadvantages of email. What don't people like about the email? In what situation is a phone call better than an email? And the last paragraph, conclusion. What's your opinion of email based on what you said before? Okay, it's about your right thing. Everybody, this is your homework. Okay. And we finished Unit 11. I think we finished Unit 11. And we will start Unit 12. Okay, everybody, have a good weekend. See you.